The Two Climbers, a tale of direction over speed. Have you ever poured your heart into something, sacrificed endlessly, and maintained unwavering commitment for years, only to realize you're nowhere close to your destination? Perhaps you ascended the corporate hierarchy only to discover your ladder was propped against the wrong wall. Maybe you pursued a passion with remarkable discipline, yet it turned out to be the wrong pursuit entirely. Or perhaps you've been racing forward relentlessly, only to find you've been heading the wrong way all along. If you've experienced that devastating realization that your efforts were misdirected, this story speaks directly to you. It tells of two men who both sought the same summit. One prioritized velocity, the other prioritized wisdom. The outcome will fundamentally shift your perspective on achievement. The beginning. In a small village nestled beneath the towering Mount Serenity, two lifelong friends, Daniel and Marcus, both 25 and burning with ambition, faced a challenge. Above their village rose a mountain with 3 peaks, the highest being the sacred summit, home to a legendary temple. Legend held that whoever reached it would discover their true purpose in life. Many had attempted the journey. Most failed. Some never returned. One spring morning, they made a pact to climb together. Whoever reaches the sacred summit first proves their worth, Daniel declared. Marcus agreed, and they planned to begin at dawn. 2 different preparations. Daniel prepared with fierce intensity. He conditioned his body, packed minimally, and studied a faded old map. Speed is everything, he told himself. The fastest climber wins. Marcus took a different approach. He sought out Alaina, the village elder, a 75-year-old woman who had successfully climbed the mountain in her youth and was the only person to reach the sacred summit and return alive. "Grandmother Alaina," Marcus asked respectfully, "I want to climb the mountain. Will you teach me?" Alaina's eyes sparkled with recognition. "Most people ask me how to climb faster. You're asking me how to climb properly. That itself is wisdom." She shared her detailed, hand-drawn map and a well-worn compass. "The mountain offers many routes," she explained. "Some appear easy but end in failure. Others look difficult but lead to success. Choose your path wisely. It matters far more than your pace." Marcus listened intently, asking questions deep into the night. The climb begins. At dawn, both men stood at the mountain's base. Daniel wore running shoes, carried minimal gear, and radiated nervous energy. "See you at the top," he shouted, immediately sprinting up the widest, most obvious trail. Marcus wore proper hiking boots, carried Alaina's compass, and carefully studied the terrain before taking his first step. He selected a narrow, winding route that appeared longer but, according to Alaina's map, avoided treacherous cliffs. Within an hour, Daniel had built a substantial lead. Barely able to see Marcus far below, moving deliberately and methodically, he laughed to himself. "Marcus is too cautious. I'll reach the summit by sunset." The path Daniel chose felt perfect. Wide, clear, and fast. He ran with complete commitment, his heart pounding with effort and ambition. Meanwhile, Marcus climbed steadily, consulting the compass, observing his surroundings, and resting when necessary. He wasn't racing, he was navigating. The devastating discovery. By midday, after 6 hours of intense climbing, Daniel felt exhausted but proud. "I must be nearly there," he thought, wiping sweat from his face. Then he looked up and his stomach dropped. The path terminated at a massive, unclimbable cliff face. No way forward existed. He stared in disbelief, checking his old map. It showed this route leading directly to the summit, but reality told a different story. The map was wrong, outdated, or misread. Looking back down the mountain, Daniel faced a crushing truth. 6 hours of climbing, miles of distance, all in the wrong direction. He would have to descend completely and start over. Sitting on a rock with his head in his hands, Daniel understood something devastating. Effort without direction is merely exhaustion. He had run faster and worked harder than anyone, but he had run toward nothing. Meanwhile, Marcus continued steadily on his chosen path. It was narrow and steep in places, requiring patience, but every step brought him genuinely closer to the summit. The second attempt. It took Daniel 3 hours to descend. By the time he reached the base in mid-afternoon, he was physically and emotionally shattered. Seeing Marcus's path, the one he'd dismissed as too slow, he made a decision. I'll take Marcus's route. I'll run it. I can still catch up. Exhausted but determined, Daniel started climbing again on the correct path. But now he was 9 hours behind, and his body was already spent. 2 hours into his second climb, Daniel spotted what appeared to be a shortcut. A steep, rocky scramble that could save an hour if he pushed hard enough. I need to make up time, he thought, choosing the shortcut. Halfway up the scramble, his foot slipped. He fell, not fatally, but badly. His ankle twisted painfully. He couldn't walk properly, let alone run. Sitting defeated, injured, and alone on the rocks, Daniel realized his choices had destroyed him despite his tremendous effort. The summit. That evening, as sunset approached, Marcus reached the sacred summit. The temple stood before him, simple and ancient. Inside was no treasure, just a single inscription carved in stone. The right path walked slowly will always defeat the wrong path run quickly. Marcus sat down, exhausted but fulfilled, understanding the mountain's lesson. It was never about speed. It was about the wisdom to choose correctly. Alaina's wisdom. The night before the climb, Alaina had told Marcus something profound. Marcus, life will present you with many paths. Some will promise quick success, fame, money, recognition. They'll look attractive. Others will appear slow, difficult, unglamorous. But here's the truth. The path matters more than the pace. She held up her compass. This doesn't make you faster or make the journey easier, but it shows you true north. When you know where north is, you don't waste time running south. She had taught Marcus 3 principles. First, pause before you sprint. Most people choose quickly and regret slowly. The wise do the opposite. They choose slowly and succeed quickly. Take time to study the path before committing your energy. Second, seek guidance from those who've succeeded. Pride makes people trust their own judgment over wisdom. Humility makes people learn from those who've walked the path before. A good map is worth more than strong legs. Third, accept that the right path may look slower initially. The crowd always runs toward what looks fast. That's why most fail. Those who succeed are willing to take the path that looks slow but leads somewhere real. Redemption. Daniel was found the next morning by a search party, injured and demoralized. They brought him down. His ankle healed over weeks, but the wound to his pride never fully closed. For months, Daniel blamed the mountain, the map, his luck. But deep inside, he knew the truth. He had chosen speed over strategy, effort over wisdom, and it cost him everything. 6 months later, Daniel walked to Alaina's home and knocked on her door. "Grandmother," he said quietly, "I need to learn what Marcus learned. I'm ready to listen now." Alaina smiled gently. "You've already learned the most important lesson, my child. You learned that being ready to listen is the first choice that matters." A year later, Marcus and Daniel climbed the mountain again together. Not racing, not competing. Daniel followed Marcus's pace, trusted Alaina's map, asked questions instead of assuming, and chose carefully instead of quickly. This time, he reached the summit. Standing beside Marcus at the temple, Daniel read the inscription aloud. Marcus put a hand on his shoulder. "You worked just as hard this time, my friend. But this time, you also worked smart. That's the difference." When they returned, Alaina greeted them both. She looked at Daniel and said, "Now you understand. Effort is the engine, but choice is the steering wheel. Without both, you're just a powerful car driving off a cliff." The lesson. This story isn't just about climbing mountains. It's about every major decision in your life. Your career, your relationships, your goals, your dreams. Here's the uncomfortable truth. You can work incredibly hard and still fail. Not because you didn't try, but because you chose the wrong mountain to climb. The world celebrates effort. Work harder. Never give up. Push through. And yes, effort matters. But effort without direction is just spinning your wheels. Before you commit your energy, ask 3 questions. 1. Am I choosing this path because it looks fast or because it's right? The crowd runs toward what glitters. The wise walk toward what lasts. Instant success usually means long-term regret. Slow progress usually means sustainable achievement. 2. Have I learned from someone who's already succeeded here? Your pride says, I'll figure it out myself. Your wisdom says, I'll learn from those who've done it. Alaina's map was worth more than Daniel's speed. Find your Alaina before you start climbing. 3. Am I willing to look slow to arrive right? The hardest part of choosing wisely is that it looks like you're falling behind at first. Daniel was miles ahead until he wasn't. Trust the process of choosing well, even when others seem to be racing past you. The truth about success. Here's what they don't tell you. The people who made it didn't just work hard. They worked hard in the right direction. They paused to choose. They sought wisdom. They took the path that looked slow but led somewhere real. You have a compass too. It's called discernment, patience, wisdom. The ability to ask, is this the right path? Before asking, how fast can I run? Your challenge. Look at the path you're on right now. The career, the relationship, the goal, whatever you're pouring your energy into. Ask yourself honestly, am I on the right path or just the fast path? If it's the wrong path, it's not too late to descend and choose again. Yes, it feels like starting over. Yes, it's humbling. But it's better to start over on the right path than to keep climbing the wrong mountain. Remember, speed impresses people. Direction changes lives. Choose your path like your life depends on it. Because it does. The summit is waiting. But first, check your compass.